stands at the shores of destiny and awaits the coming of the tides of
What a
darkness.
beautiful morning it is. Actually, I just realized this might be because that mic is really far away now. And well, here, maybe this will help. Yeah, just push it right there. Maybe that doesn't. Well, yeah, I'm pretty off of it at this point. Barely hear you. I know. I'm already aware of such things. Man, if there's one thing I love, it's troubleshooting by committee. I'm gonna be a little off mic. That's just how it's gonna be today, I think. So yeah, I found Pachi on a roll. I don't know, man. But look at that cover art and try not to buy this game. Come on. I defy you. Yeah, this game is about letting your body do the talking, not your mouth. So who needs it? Huh? Who needs it? Got to strap up a little bit. Oh boy, yeah, the mic actually can't be there. That is directly in the way of the screen. I'll figure this out. One second. That's not so bad. Just have to project a little bit. Just picked up any tips? Not really, no. The game's pretty good about walking you through everything. Just have fun. That's my tip. That's my top tip. Hey, have a little fun. Just try having fun. Did you do that? Can you do that? Can you do that for me? Yeah, the game has literal tips in it. And it also starts really slow, so there's really nothing you gotta worry about. No, Windexter. None of these very fit, very swole gentlemen have had any exterior work done at all. This is all 100% natural. Natural body here, natural body there, natural bodies there. All natural male bodies at peak condition. That's what this stream is about. That's what this game is about. Keep coming. Yeah, synthol is naturally produced by the body, provided that you're you have a good diet and you're active. Synthol is stored in the arm testicles. It's a little bit annoying, yeah. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that to me. The goal is to look that good. I'm almost there. Like three more ring fits and I'll definitely be looking like these prime gentlemen.
Breathe out as you raise your knees. Last time. All right. Good. Next is the heel lift stretch. Bring the insides of your ankles.
I see Hylix in chat. Oh yeah. Well, I've streamed Hylix a couple of times.
Stretch within the range of your ability.
Hylix 2 is awesome.
Last time. Yes, looking great. Next is the back straightening stretch.
Kill you? It's not quite P90X. It's not interval. P90X is I mean, I guess if you could play it like it's interval training, but that would be more up to you and not the workout itself.
This stretch works your core as well.
Yeah, I'm on 1,500 calories a day, which means that this is actually a pretty good fit because it's a workout I can take at my own pace.
All right.
And it's largely aerobic. It's largely
spread your feet.
Low impact.
Raise the ring con above your head and lean.
And they're fairly quick workouts. Again, that's kind of up to you.
As you get
and how long you want to play in a given day.
Make sure you're still making.
I can get in like 20 to 30 minutes of
this
light to moderate exercise, and that's kind of what I need right now, just to keep goosing my
Let's do
calorie deficit.
Great job.
That's right, Grace. Early morning. Gotta rise and shine early. Get those Twitch views. It's a good dance. Yeah, this works out pretty well for me. since I can, like... I can wake up, have a very light breakfast. Oh, interesting. I love these birthing exercises. Look at this recovery, though. I will. I don't think I even did fan pose, but it's better. Is there A to determine what diet or workout is healthy for a current physiological and biochemical state of one's body? Anything. Really. Most people are not an Olympian athlete and don't need a professional to hyperanalyze what they're eating or doing. If you just want to be... Bodies... I'm not a professional. Clear about that. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a doctor. But in my limited experience, bodies are pretty resilient, and it will respond to any increase in activity and decrease in consumption. So it's really about that. Worrying about like macros and all that stuff, like that's fine, but I don't think most people are at that point. And I think to some degree that is hyper complicating a pretty simple thing if you want to improve fitness. There are, I guess I'm speaking from an American perspective, but there are a lot of very simple tweaks that I struggle with for a long time. Like, if I'm eating 2,500 calories a day, macros don't matter because I'm overeating. And if my goal is to lose weight, the chemical makeup of my food doesn't matter. I just have to eat less. Like, that's it. If I want a healthier heart, I have to work out more.
Wow!
Uh-oh. Acha. I find that like worrying about that stuff comes naturally once you hit certain plateaus. Oh, look at all these quests. Also, how do I get an apple smoothie? I don't know how to make an apple smoothie. Maybe I gotta come back later. What? Apple and onion soup? I don't know how to make any of this stuff. Oh wait, you can only have one quest at a time? Oh, shoot. Oh no! I don't think they sell apples yet. I feel like min-maxing only comes in when you plateau. Yeah, and Elmatic, I feel like that's a natural extension of just getting more and more involved and wanting more and more results. If you have started tracking calories and you're pretty consistent about activity, and you do that for 3 months, then once you track those results, then you can start stepping ahead of that. But I think for a lot of people, that will deliver the results they're looking for. Most bodies wish to move over not moving, and most bodies want all their vitamins and some energy to process them. Yeah? Oh, you can buy apples. I wonder if wait. I can't remember how to get recipes for smoothies and foods. I thought those just came naturally once you got the ingredients. Oh, hoops, that's awesome. All diets incorporate some kind of consistency and discipline. I've lost 60 pounds so far on keto and intermittent fasting, and I love how I feel. That's badass. I think everybody has different mnemonic devices or behavioral devices that they find that will help them actually manipulate their behavior. In some ways, it's almost like you have to trick your own body into doing what you want it to do, or trick your own mind into changing your body the way you want. It's just about finding whatever behavioral technique works for you, whether that's a specified diet or just being more cognizant of what you eat or something like that. But yeah, that's amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations. You won. 19 minutes. This seems like it's a good... there's no ingredients either, so I don't have to worry about that. It's also all arms. Eating my protein ball while watching this? Yes! Get that teen. Yeah, I imagine keto's... I feel like, again, not a doctor, but I feel like keto is good at just providing you very easy to understand rules about what you should and shouldn't be eating and what your calorie makeup should be. If you artificially strain out all processed carbohydrates, I feel like incidentally, you'll be eating foods that keep you full longer and actually provide you more nutrition, and then you'll end up taking in fewer calories as a result. Half Codex, thanks for the Prime sub. Oh, cup of tea, thank you. When you're older today? Wait, is it your birthday? I'm gonna get these arms huge. For you.
Okay.
I like how he has a sleeveless gi that has a flexing bicep on it. Oh, I guess I assumed it would all be... Interesting, okay. I guess I assumed it would be arm workouts, but I guess not. Trying to cut back when munching on cauliflower, rice, and protein. That's a good way to do it. Yep. Vegetables are filling and calorie-free and full of nutrients and have a lot of, what is it? What's the good one? I think soluble fiber is the good one. It slows down digestion and keeps you feeling full longer. Yeah. Should add Armando to the buff bro images. I mean, Drago is the ultimate buff bro. God, he's so thick and sweaty.
Move super energetically. Right, left, 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 right, left. This will work your glutes. Right, left.
Holy crap, this is doing so little damage.
Halfway there. Right, left.
Oh.
Left. 20 more. Right.
Actually, I might need to leave this fight and come back with arm workouts.
Right. Left. 10 more. Right. Left.
It did recommend arms. I think he's
5 more.
probably weak to arms.
Right. Left. Perfect.
Can you leave a fight?
Guard.
Actually, don't know.
Feel it in your stomach when you breathe out. Select a skill.
Maybe not. That'd be weird. Hold on, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna give a little safe scum action. Have you found it easier to be more consistent with exercise in lockdown? Yeah. My only issue is that I'm consistently noodling with my diet and my workout goals. So, it has been a lot easier, yeah. How hot is it in LA? It's like mid-80s. I got a fan on me. It's not the worst. I'm used to working out in Texas heat, so this isn't that bad. What's up, Jess? Whatever, I'll stretch again, why not?
Keep your posture straight.
I feel like
2, 1, go! Alternate bringing your knees up
This
to
is
touch
good.
the ring con.
to be more aware of posture.
Breathe out as you raise your knees.
My shoulders don't have a lot of mobility, so
Last time. All right, good. Next is the heel lift stretch.
and also my back muscles tend to be
Bring
really
the
tight,
insides of your ankles
so this is a
up
good
toward the ring
opportunity to
con.
try and
Be mindful of your body and stretch within the range of your ability.
make sure that I'm actually limbering those up and using them instead of working
Yes,
around them.
Looking great.
Yeah, California's AC
Next
for a
is
Texan.
the back straight.
It really is. It's great.
Take a big step forward and drop your hips. Focus on your form when raising your arms. This stretch works your core as well.
That's the thing. I keep forgetting the core, so then my back bows out.
Let's do one more of each. All right, good. Finally, spread your feet. Raise the ring con above your head and lean to the side. As you get comfortable doing this stretch, make sure you're still making large movements. This stretch works your back. Let's do one more of each. Great job.
Thank you, Smug Buffalo. No, it's... I still got about... I want to say about 25 pounds to lose. Alright, so... I've been burned by this before. Yeah, recommendation arms. So, pretty sure that means that he's weak against arm exercises. And I brought none of those in. So let's mix it up. Let's see. Attack 90? Yeah. Do this. All right. Front press just doesn't have that attack power. Just doesn't have it. Downward dog in child's pose. Make sure the back is flat. Yeah, my downward dog is not good. Child's pose is okay, but mostly with child's pose, like I need like it's my legs that feel the stretch in child's. You can choose the skills in the recommendation. Don't need to back out. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, well, alright. I did not know that was selectable. Alright. Now I'm gonna do it. Omi Dusk, are these the guys that injected oil or cement under their skin? No! No! They're naturally fit men! I don't understand. Don't understand why this is... People are questioning this. This stream is a temple to natural beauty. Normal, healthily attained, muscle mass, and lean bodies.
Check the enemy's color, then select a skill.
This is an
Overhead
arm?
fist.
I've never done this one. So you just flick your arms back and forth?
1, 2, 1, good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. It's okay to twist your wrist without using your shoulder. 2, 1, halfway
I
there.
don't understand this.
2, 1, 2, 1, good. 1, 20 more. 1, 2, 1, good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 10 more. Good. 1, 5 more. Excellent.
Yeah,
And guard.
I guess if you did that for like a 3 minutes straight, it would start to burn. Really, that just helps me exercise my back more. Is that for the forearms? I would guess more for like
Select
the
skill.
stabilization muscles in your shoulders and back. And this one sucks. This one's also good for back.
Okay, let's go. Bend your hand slightly for more force. Neat. Nicely done. All right. Wonderful. Well done. Awesome. Good job.
Oh, Jesus.
Amazing.
Half Codex and Lando, thank you guys for the Prime sub.
Fantastic. All right. Sharp. Excellent. Fantastic. Great.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Crazy Legs. That's the point. At first you shouldn't be able to tell the difference between me and any other naturally fit man that you see before you. Ugh.
Yes. Yes. Keep it up. Very nice. Excellent.
This is good though. I haven't done arms in a while. Child's pose. Take some blocks or books or whatever. Elevate your hands and elevate your head so that it doesn't sag. Focus on having your butt approach pressing into your feet. Please stop me if you know this. I don't. I've never gotten like coaching in yoga. I've only ever watched videos and then tried to look at myself in mirrors to correct form, but I'm not body aware enough for that to work. So yeah, my yoga form is bad. Melancholy, hey, hello. Nice to have viewers from Ireland.
Fine work. Okay. Nice. All right. Amazing. Neat. Well done.
Whew.
Perfect.
Mega Drizzy, yeah, this game is great. It is hard to find these days. It usually gets snapped up the second it gets in stock anywhere, so... But yeah, it's very much worth getting. It's a very well-made fitness game.
Fantastic.
I see that having played a lot of them. Goddamn.
Okay. Nice. Great. Let's keep going.
For this, I wonder sometimes how far apart the elbows should be. Like, is this the rep or is this the rep? It looks like it's kind of like right there. So it's almost like, it is almost like a fly. Or reverse fly, rather. Mega Dizzy, thank you for the sub. Insert a perp. Thank you for the sub. That's a good name. Oh, thank you, Signified River. Yeah, I'm on a pretty intense diet, so this should be. I mean, I still got some stuff here. I still got some fat on the chest. I got some grabbable chunk on the thigh. It's not as easy to grab right now since I have a strap on, but Steph has given me explicit orders that my butt is not allowed to get smaller. So I just got to do a lot of squats to make sure that it balances out.
Fine work. Okay. Nice. Good. Good. Good job. 10 more. Neat. Excellent. You got it. Okay. Fantastic. 5 more. Great. Good. 3. Keep it up. Come on. 1 left. Perfect.
Also, this is kind of a compression shirt, so
You should feel it in your stomach.
it does
Your arms.
tend to smooth out some lumps. Hey, Night Sentinel, just got up. Nice.
Keep going.
I remember mentioning earlier something you can do anywhere outside of a yoga session, which is bend over at 90 degrees and put your hands on the wall. Focus on spreading the collarbone and opening up your shoulders. Keep your feet shoulder distance apart. If you go wider if you need to. It's a progression we all do, tight shoulders or not. I could definitely stand to do that. Yeah, anything that oh hey, this'll work. Do some warrior two. Put it down into yoga angle. Water first. Oh, Christ. The thing I have to keep catching myself is not doing this. Like making sure that core is engaged and glutes are pushing everything forward.
Warrior 2 pose.
Wait, you're like worrying. Simi warrior like this. Actually, I gotta scoot back. Maybe. Okay.
Twist slowly. Relax
Interesting.
and don't strain your shoulders. Good. Go a little further back. Slow down a bit. Match speeds with the
Stop it.
example.
I see you, Jess.
Twist a little more. And return. Twist a little more. And return. Twist a little more. And return. And return. And return.
Interesting. Whew.
Twist slowly. That's it. Twist a little more. Hold the ring con with your arms parallel to the floor. Good. Go a little further back. And return. And return. Twist a little more. And return.
Is the torso supposed to come back and forth a little bit? Tip is kind of leaning back and forth over there. I wouldn't think so.
Twist a little more. And return.
Do the thing. God damn.
Flawless.
Ugh.
Be sure to stay hydrated.
All right. Do one that. Super focus on form. About down dog being bad, it's kind of funny because we talk about how few people's down dog is good, and people who claim to have such. I generally kind of laugh because it shows they almost certainly don't if they're making that claim. Ha! Well, here, I will. Let me see if I can. Let's see how to. Do one of these, and then. That was like worse than usual. Yeah. It's my form, but it's calves. I can't even get my heels on the floor. And like, it feels like my back and arms are in a line, but I know they're not. I know they're not. So, yeah, something to work on. I just need to actually do it.
Overhead bend.
Okay. This one can use a lot of form work too.
Okay, let's go. Bend your knees slightly as you do this exercise. Very nice.
this one's hitting my
Sharp!
calves too.
Yes! Yes! Awesome! Excellent! Nicely done! Nice! Excellent!
Oh. Oh. God. My legs are real tight. Okay, fine. I'll do yoga. I did find a pretty low impact yoga routine. Like there's a million on YouTube, but I think this game helps if you noticed any improvement. I haven't played it for long enough to get an improvement specifically from this game. Right now I'm using it as an accent to a pretty aggressive diet to try and cut body fat. And in that regard, there's no way it can't help. You know? Any activity is better than none. I think the goal is... Also, when I do core workouts, my diaphragm will start to spasm, or I'll get stomach contractions, like it's trying to force air out of my stomach. And my stomach will seize up for a little bit, as it's trying to squeeze out air or something. It's really, really weird. Maybe it's caffeine. Maybe that's causing muscle spasms when I work out. Oh, you decided against setting the seal since it is this seal. I mean, it's a very good seal. Well, you have a good eye, sir, because it is an excellent seal. Also, I like how your avatar sweats.
Great! Okay! Perfect! Good job! Keep it up! Excellent! Very nice!
Why is this so exhausting? What intensity is this? Maximum intensity. I am playing on the hardest difficulty. It's you look like you just ate a lemon slice. Oh, is it the bug bite?
No, I think it's just allergies are just getting real crazy with now with the air quality.
Okay!
Think you could lose weight if you play this every day? I mean, it depends what you're eating. Yeah. I would say, if you really go to the wall in this game, you could probably burn off 200 calories, maybe 250. And you can eat that back in no time without even thinking about it. Seriously, your brain will lose 250 calories behind the couch unless you write stuff down. I say that trying to, mentally track calories for a long time, and then once I started writing it down, I found that I was 500 or 600 under, 2 or 3 beers. No, try 1, maybe 2. Well, yeah, it depends on the beer. I guess if you're drinking a light beer, that's not so bad. Good beer is very, very caloric. A good bakery cookie is about 200. Depends how big it is. An America-sized cookie can be 4 or 5. Sorry, Almanac. You were right. I didn't mean to be so dismissive. Yeah.
Okay! Nice! Amazing! All right! Wonderful! Great!
Oh, Christ. We have a hipster cookie place that sells to all the coffee shops, and the cookie are $3.50 minimum. And they're the size of Chips Ahoy's. Holy crap! It's got to be like just pure butter. I mean, $3.50 and a cup of coffee. It's like, that's not a bad breakfast, but it's not the most nutritious breakfast, and it won't keep you full for very long. But that can be a breakfast, you know? But most people, I think, get a cookie as an accent to something else that they consider the entree. And then you're looking at a 600-700 calorie breakfast, and then it's like, wow, okay. You're already, I mean, for me, that's half my calories for the day.
Great! Excellent!
I thought that was gonna happen.
Good job! Well done!
Phone's getting
Challenge
shitty.
yourself. Fantastic! Very nice! Fine work! Well done! All right! 10 more! Great! Yes! Yes! Well done! Fine work! You got it! 5 more! Yes! Yes! Nice! 3! Okay! Excellent! 1 left! Nice! Perfect!
Sloppy.
Abgard!
What's your recent breakfast choice? Well, Larry, come on.
Feel it in your
I'm being
stomach.
sponsored by Nutrisystem on Instagram. So I've just been doing whatever they tell me to do. Although I'm at the point in the diet plan where they're starting to like segue me off of their packaged stuff. But essentially I can have like 1 protein and 1 non-simple carbohydrate at breakfast. So that's like an egg and a piece of toast. No butter, no cheese, no nothing. Like that's about the breakfast that I could do. Or like an egg with some cheese on it. Well, cheese would be a protein, but whatever. Trying to think of other ways. Because it has to be like whole wheat, whole grain stuff. Glycemic index reasons. So it usually amounts to about 200 calories. 2 to 3. Grilled cheese, yeah. Try grilling a cheese with no butter and no oil. Have a bowl of oatmeal with fruit. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty carb heavy. For me in the diet I'm on, I would need some kind of protein, like a boiled egg or something. But protein's not that hard to get in the morning. I mean, even milk can count as that. So, like leaner milk. That's toast, yeah. Cheese toast. That something like that. I made these ground chicken patties that are delicious. So what I've done is like ground chicken patties, slice of cheese, and then whole wheat English muffin. And that ends up being like $2.50. And that's pretty good. It's also just small and fast. That's the wild thing, man. Once you start dieting, like you eat so much less. You make so much less trash because you're actually cooking instead of ordering out. I don't know. It's just more efficient all around. You save money because you're eating less. I remember the first time I started dieting, like I was still eating a lot of fast food, but my orders would go from like $15 to $5 because I was just ordering like one thing. Wait, what? Tron 3 just got announced as being in development? Is that true? I am very glad Disney is not giving up on Tron because they have every reason to. There's no reason they should keep making Tron. That's cool. Jared Leto and Daft Punk. Oh, okay, Daft Punk's still involved. The one good thing about Legacy. I guess it looked cool, but jeez. Tron Legacy was sweet. Was it? When's the last time you watched it? I think I love the original Tron because it is like 100% hippie ass, like heavy like religious shit, and how that relates to the like analog of us being gods of a digital realm that recreate. And theoretically, if I'm very generous to Legacy is about creating life and the relationship of you to the life you've created, between like Flynn and his son, and then also us as a species creating a digital realm that itself is now giving birth to an ISO or whatever. Yeah, I was waiting for your explanation, Dr. Signorn. I didn't see it in chat, unless I missed it. I just saw your follow-up. Yeah, the only other message I saw was the one about the heels going down. It's higher up? It may not have, because I'm looking at your chat history. And I don't... Wait. Hey, Riboflavin. Thank you. Yeah, I've always had... I got it. I'm on there. I've always had pretty good triceps. I don't know why. I don't know where those came from, but there they are. Oh yeah, people saw you in the... Just so you know that like the trash can is in frame. Yeah.
I don't like that our trash doesn't smell right. So if I'm making faces,
I just well, it's got coffee grounds, but that should be...
it smells like cat litter. Yeah, that's why I was like,
Well, like, yeah,
is something wrong with this? Why does it smell like cat litter?
I could see that. I mean, coffee grounds have a lot of nitrogen in them. I guess. Well, actually, I guess cat litter does too, but I don't know.
It's a little funky in there, but I'm not happy about it.
No, it is trash. Oh wait. I'm gonna save you guys from the birthing cam. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for, Jimmy? What is happening? There.
Okay, let's go.
What the fuck?
Inhale.
What?
And open your legs.
God.
Exhale.
Motion controls. Ah. Shut up! It like got it backwards. What?
And return.
What the fuck? How?
And return.
I don't understand. Huh? Like when they're together, it thinks they're apart. Okay, well, whatever. I guess I can just do it backwards.
Open your legs. Nice improvement.
Oh, shit. JC, do you really think after playing this game for weeks that I would put my thing on the wrong leg? Also, that wouldn't even explain this. It would still be opposite. It would still be the same thing on the other leg. Maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. Ay. what's playing on that screen back there. That's the gift picture frame that I made by mounting a tablet inside of a frame that also exposed a lot of annoyances with dang it, this thing is fucking up. I don't know how to recalibrate it.
And return. Increase your pace.
Nothing is working. I don't know why. It's very weird.
And return.
Oh, it's your birthday today? Nice.
Great! Great! Come on! Good job! 10 more! Very nice! All right! Neat! You got it! Fantastic! 5 more! Okay! Keep it up! 3! Good job! Come on! 1 left! Okay! You made it! Stand up. No
Well, that
need
was
to rush,
weird.
though.
I don't know, this one's been strange. I don't know. The bubble noise is an interesting choice. I'm telling you, this game's perfect. There's nothing wrong with this game. There. Oh. It must be my birthday, sorry. From the birthing position, it was hard to
If your
see
legs
chat.
bend slightly, squeeze. Select a skill and good luck.
Copied it all just in case. Excellent. I've been waiting to see that brick.
Overhead arm twist. Twist your arm. 1, 2, 1, good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Who's the working those upper arms? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Halfway there. 2, 1, 2, 1, good. 1, 20 more. 1, 2, 1, good. 1, 2, 1, 10 more. 1, good. 5 more. Excellent.
Oh, it's so easy. Uh-oh. Oh, it won't send? Maybe it's too big?
Front press. Press in firmly on the ring. Keep squeezing the ring cup. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Neat. Very nice.
You're pretty good.
Excellent.
Whoa!
Skill.
How much does the resistance ring give? I don't really know how to answer that. Enough. The thing is, like, it registers max about like this far in, but you can go further in if you want more resistance. Yeah, I'm still on the max difficulty. Highly recommend working on the 90 degree at the wall thing. Stand up, pinch between your shoulder blades, relax your shoulders down away from your head at the same time. Feel like you're rolling them back and down. Yep. Lift your arms. I'll try to keep that action and come to a 90. I've worked a lot on the pinching and rolling to work on my posture. Let's see. Let me just do it here. My shoulders back and see where I hit my range of motion. An actual down dog, widen the legs. It will ease the pain in your calves. Valid progression. The heels don't matter. It's about trying to push up to an A-frame with your hands and legs. All the actions I described for 90 degrees apply to the downward dog. Yeah, got it. So yeah, I need the 90 degrees at the hips, which I definitely don't have. It's more like a it's like a bridge. Let me see. All right, that's about where my calves start to limit my range of motion. But I'm sure if I like And then there it's hamstrings. Yeah, that's a good stretch for me. How many hours do you think you played? I think it's about 14. It tells you on the profile when you start. Wind them legs, and a Waller table does wonders. Oh yeah, look at that. So the idea is you start wider, and then you move your legs in to progressively stretch your legs, your hamstrings, and your calves.
Overhead press. Okay, let's
Slipped on ice 2 months ago. My shoulder still hurts if I move too far up.
Fine work.
Yeah, you might want to go to a physical therapist or something like that. You might have a pulled muscle or a torn muscle. That's the sort of like.
Yes! Yes!
I'm not a doctor, but I feel like injuries like that go untreated and undiagnosed and unrecovered end up how like old people like can't raise their arms and have like that hunched posture, the bump, you know? I feel like it's normal just through life to get little injuries like that. And your body's very good about compensating and working around those injuries, but that's just to get you moving. It's not to get you fully functioning again. So I don't know. Personally for me, I try to really keep stock of all the injuries that I accrue and then really try to like recover from them instead of just work around them. When you did all those actions, you had the physicality of downward dog way more, even standing and not at the token angle. That looked like a down dog. Okay. Yeah, it's tricky because when you're in a downward dog, it can feel like you're at a good 90 or that your arms are in line with your back, and it absolutely isn't the case. I remember doing down dog a lot and being like, yeah, I'm getting this. And then I actually like looked down at my body and was like, boop, 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 like it was just all kinks and angles, and I was like, oh no! Should have gone to someone about my shoulder injuries from baseball, but I didn't. Yeah, I mean, it's, again, not a doctor, but I have to believe it's not too late. It's just going to take longer to retrain your body. And granted, that's coming from the privilege of somebody that has insurance and can afford care like that. I understand that, like, we're not all that lucky, especially in the United States. Jesus Christ.
Neat. Sharp. Great.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's, yeah, where a teacher can actually look at your posture. I actually found, bizarrely, in physical therapy, the thing that helped me the most is somebody just poking the muscle that needed to work. And that way I could feel it. Like I could feel, it helped my brain reach that muscle and actually activate it, as opposed to just my swampy old brain having no idea how to talk to the rest of my body. Can't imagine. I just go to the doctor if anything is off. That must be nice. I mean, that's kind of urgent care for us.
Okay.
Or a primary care physician. But I don't know. It's time consuming and the paperwork is a pain in the ass. Just to go to the doctor. Like, you get mailed 4 times. And then it becomes your problem because they'll send reimbursements to the wrong place. And then you'll get bill collectors calling you because you're the person who's on the hook for everything, not the people whose job it is to actually pay the fucking shit. It's the worst. I cannot stand it. Yeah. I mean, signified. There's the motorcycle. I've been doing martial arts and stunt work for a long time. I've had a variety of injuries that have me very acquainted with the American medical profession. And it sucks balls. It's the worst. Like, Just going through the system is hard enough, but the paperwork on the tail end of it will follow you for years, and no one gives a shit. No one cares at all. They are, like, you're on the hook for everything, so they don't care. No one cares. They only want their money, and they don't care who they get it from. So it's all on you to basically track down all the interested parties. And man, God help you if you have multiple insurers. Holy shit. They'll issue double payments and then hold you responsible for their accident.
Nice.
A bill will arrive late, so it'll go to collections, and then the first company will get the payment, but they won't tell the collecting agencies. So the collecting agency's coming after you, even though the insurance company said they sent the payment, and it's all on your ass. It's all on you to track all that down, get all the paperwork.
Fine work.
Or they put a lien on you. That's it. Anyone who thinks it's fine here has never had to use the medical system in the United States.
Fantastic.
Yeah, just don't get sick. That's the American way.
Okay.
If for a single second you are not contributing to the net worth of a billionaire, you have no use to this society. Sounds a little familiar, doesn't it? Hospitals in the UK don't even have billing departments. You check in, you check out, and no one ever asks you for an insurance card or how you're going to pay. I can't imagine that, man. It is the cruelest thing. It truly is in the United States that if you're sick or injured, that they then throw all the stress of payment on you too. That you have to deal with all that logistic bullshit while you're trying to recover or mentally manage being injured or... It's the worst. It's absolutely the worst. It's cruel and inhumane.
Me.
And I just don't get it. I just don't get anyone that can think that that's okay.
Very nice. Great.
This is my debt, while rather small. I'm just ignoring it till it ends up in court so I can make sure I know who the fuck I'm actually paying. Yeah, true but true. I've done that too. I've gotten bills for double payments that I know are double payments, and I'm like, I'm not gonna pay that. But they just keep coming after you. They won't stop. And then like, you can go to court, but that's more of your time.
Me.
No one's gonna pay you back for that. You never get it back. That's just the system draining you.
Well done. Great. Let's pick up the pace.
I had that a bit ago, and it was so fucking fun catching their finance office
Okay.
so they could recognize my insurance and get the collections out of me. Ugh.
Very nice. 10 more. Well done. Yes. Yes. Me. Good job. Come on. 5 more. You got it. Okay. Well done. Fine work. 1 left.
Oh. Man, I gotta admit though, it is kind of helping me get heated thinking about medical care. I need to get through that set pretty fast. Oh, yeah, especially against an insurance company with a whole legal
Don't have
department.
any hearts left.
Yep, that's what they do. That's what they do all day, is try to minimize cost and maximize gain. That's their entire thing. And meanwhile, you're just some asshole who happened to get sick. And then suddenly, everything in the process is antagonistic to a sick person, man. It's it sucks.
Awful.
Oh yeah, this one's really good for the back.
Okay, let's go. Target
Hey,
your
what's
back.
up, Battleroid?
Great.
Also, RoboFlock, thanks for the Prime sub.
Fantastic.
Do you
Fantastic.
recommend Ring Fit Adventure to someone trying to get back into training? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm
Perfect.
conservative on a lot of stuff, but definitely not healthcare. There's no reason the US shouldn't have a system like the UK or Canada. I can agree with that.
Nice. Sharp. Fine.
There are
Excellent.
certain things that are just proven to be societal goods. Education, healthcare, food, water, like basic utilities. It's absolutely silly to me. Well, it's not, I get it. How do we love our money and our private industry in the United States? Let competition sort it out.
Awesome.
If there were an insurance company that weren't a giant pile of shit, I would definitely pay them. But they're all horrible. I think it's just because of the way that the industry is kind of settled out.
Good job. Amazing. Fine work. Nicely done.
It's antithetical to the American dream in my mind too. A sickness out of your control takes you out of the running for your life. Yeah, and like what happens if the next captain of industry gets a pre-existing condition? I don't know. It should be like, we need to enable every possible person in America to be the next Wozniak or whatever. It's our titans of industry drive our GDP, which I have problems with too, but still, if that's the game you're going to play, it's ridiculous to me that you would try to cull those numbers. Like, why not enable everyone to get there? I saw a Twitter post by a guy that used to shill the US way of Medicare for a living while slagging out Canada and our system. In his Twitter post, he said he had tons of regret over intentionally misrepresenting the Canadian system to make the US system look better. I'm glad he regrets it, but still fuck that guy. Yeah, you don't get an out for that. You don't get an out.
Yes!
I wonder in the next 10 years if we're I kind of hope, but I also don't care if we get apologies from people who try to downplay COVID or wearing masks or spread disinformation.
Challenge yourself.
It'd be nice to get some contrition there, but also fuck those people. You don't get to just
Fantastic.
put out one tactical apology and make up for all the harm you intentionally caused.
Nice. Great. One left.
I quit in 2008 for what it's worth.
Switch sides.
Not much. There are certain things I think that should disqualify you from living a kind life in polite company. And I feel like willingly spreading disinformation and willingly harming people like that should exempt you from
Nice.
a nice life. You shouldn't be allowed to go to movies or restaurants or
Sharp.
nice shows. You don't get any of that.
Excellent. Fantastic.
You just get a polite but firm
Good job.
rejection from normal society.
Well done.
Talking about healthcare morally, I agree. But if we can open up hospitals, anyone would go the single cough during flu season. ER would be flooded. That's such a non-argument. No one is waiting to go to the ER. That doesn't happen. And also, it's not proven out by any other system that has that. So I don't understand why people keep saying that. Everyone says that, and it makes no sense because it doesn't happen anywhere on the planet. It is, frankly, it's a common conservative talking point. They're like, if we made healthcare free, people would just abuse it. Because people can't wait every day of their life to go to the ER for no reason. Sure, nah, I don't think so. There's no evidence that that would be the case. No behavioral study in the world.
Okay.
Who's gonna interrupt their day like, oh shit. Well, I was gonna watch a movie, but let's just go to the ER, fuck it. Now, what I do wonder about is people going to the ER, feigning injuries to get opioids. That's an issue in America. But to stop prescribing fucking opioids.
Very nice.
I live in Sweden. I'm a doctor. Our hospitals aren't 100% full all times, despite the highest fee you could ever pay being $10. Well, Captain, you're not in America.
Let's keep going.
Now, I will agree, there are people who will, if there's something free, they'll just grab it all. Like, if there's a box of free pens, they'll just take them all. Some people are like that. But that's if it's right in front of you. I just...
Well done.
Such
Very
a
nice.
silly argument.
Keep it up. 5 more.
I apologize if you genuinely believe that.
Come on.
I don't mean to
One left.
be condescending, but
You should
I don't know.
in your stomach.
like, yeah, we have case studies and we have evidence, and they completely disprove any of the common arguments against socialized healthcare.
Don't push it. Take a break.
We have practically free healthcare in Germany, and people do not rush hospitals. I've worked in hospitals; it just doesn't work that way. It defies logical thought, kind of. Yeah, the opioid thing is a problem. I'm a nurse and see it a ton in downtown OKC. Yeah, that's the thing I could see, is a bunch of people going to the hospital complaining about non-diagnosable problems and wanting pain medications. Could definitely see that. People do not want to go to the hospital unless they fucking need to. It's not a fun place to be at. Nah. Soaking up all that free healthcare. I think what it is, it's a byproduct of the assumption that that American healthcare as a product is very valuable. And the idea is like, if this thing costs $150,000 and we give it away for free, people are just going to hoard it. It's not like cars. Also, it shouldn't cost that much in the first place. So it's like, it's already hyper evaluated.
Head arm twist. Twist your arm. 1, 2, 1, good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1,
The most memorable moment in America was a flatmate getting choked out by her abusive boyfriend and being landed with a four-figure ambulance bill she couldn't pay because the cops demanded she go to the hospital.
Awesome.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? Isn't that cool? Isn't that sweet? I mean, so I don't know in that specific circumstance, but I do know that a lot of like policing laws get passed because they sound good on paper. And if it's like, if there's a law that says mandate doctor visit for everyone who's a victim of domestic abuse, it's like, yeah, people that are domestically abused should get health care, right? And so people pass it because it makes it seem like it's a good thing. Except in that circumstance, it just results in a weird racket between the police and the medical. I mean, I wouldn't go so far as to say that there's like explicit collusion happening there, but I would guess there was probably a lobby that pushed a bill into place where that happened. Yeah.
Now turn your exercise into experience points.
America's
with a
kind of big
victory
dum-dum.
pose.
It's I guess it shouldn't be a surprise in
Charge your squat power.
a culture that's so dominated by media that media also forms nearly all of our political opinions.
Lightly cover the IR motion camera with the pad of your right thumb.
We are
as shown.
truly trying to figure out what a society looks
Please
like
do
that
not
is
move your
entirely
thumb.
dominated by packaged and manufactured worldviews. I have a question about the U.S. health system. The country where I live, we have public and private hospitals. Is not the same in the U.S. Or is every hospital public as long as you have insurance? By public, I mean that they're way cheaper, but... Oh, okay, so... There are hospitals that have agreements with particular insurance providers. So, if I have a particular insurance and I'm hurt, the insurance company is not going to want to cover any of the costs if I go to any hospital outside of their network. Here's the fun thing. If you're hurt, you don't have time to look that up. Or if you're like really, really injured, the ER is going to take you to the closest hospital. And then guess what? If it's not one in your insurance company's network, they will refuse payment. And then you get to spend a year arguing with them about whether or not they should cover a $120,000 bill because that's the fucking service you pay them for. I think the idea is that insurance companies vet particular hospitals, and then those hospitals use the medications and the equipment that they also have agreements with. So it's a big like circle jerk to theoretically prevent exploitative pricing. But guess what? Everything is exploitatively priced in America. So there is a sort of system like that, except it's all private. It's all of it. But you have to learn like the private rules of each individual provider. It's so fucked up, dude. Just thinking about it actually aggravates me quite a bit. I will finish for today. He also drives himself because ambulances are expensive. Yep. When I had my July 4th incident, we took a ride share to urgent care because an ambulance would have cost $1,500 with insurance. Whiskey Alien, thank you for the sub. McFailure, thank you. U.S. healthcare or lack thereof is scary. It is. Yep. It's gone way too far. It really has.
Let's begin our static stretching. You won't need the ring con. Be mindful of your body and stretch within the range of your ability. Stretch your left arm to the side.
Theoretically, calling an Uber instead of an ambulance is unironically the
Pull in your
American
arm
way.
and stretch the
Uber
muscles of your
accidentally
left shoulder.
provided a competitor. Our insurances do not work with
Now do
networks.
the same on
The
the
insurance
opposite side.
limitations are mostly health-based. They don't insure you for,
Slowly
say,
stretch
insulin
out,
if
but
you're
be
already
careful not to
diabetic
bounce.
or you're old and have another precondition. Every insurance works in every hospital. Ah, okay. Yeah, pre-existing conditions were a big thing here until Obamacare made them illegal, but
Bring yourself back
God bless
slowly.
Trump trying to eliminate all of that good shit.
Raise both arms
Shout
and
outs
pull down on your left
that-
elbow.
Orange pile of shit.
Stretch your upper arms while pulling your elbow down.
Yeah, except only an Uber with a heart of gold wants anything to do with that. Yeah, well, joke's on them. They get a bad rank. Like, they don't know until they pick you up.
Now do the same on the
Yeah,
opposite
they are
side.
trying to get rid of it.
Stretch
I mean, they
slowly.
defunded
You
it as
don't
much
hold
as they
your
could. The thing is, it's like, it's actually popular. So they're just straight up ignoring their own constituency to try to funnel money in. Whatever. I'm getting upset
yourself
now.
back slowly.
How much is an ambulance ride in the U.S.?
Your right hand
It's
pull back the fingers
I want
of
to say
your
a cheaper
left
one is probably $1,200. I've seen a couple of
While
ambulance
arching
bills,
back
and
your
they're
left
always
wrist.
over
Stretch your
$1,000.
left arm forward.
Depends on how far you have to go. How much is a helicopter ride? Fuck. I don't even think about that.
Now do the same on the opposite side.
That's just to get there, by the way. That's
You can
just to get there, to walk in the door.
Pulling your arm
And then
closer.
the hospital starts charging you. You get charged for the room, you get charged for the bed, you get charged for the doctor, you get charged for everything.
Bring yourself back slowly. Rotate your hands behind your back and grasp your left wrist. While pulling your wrist to the right, lower your neck the same way.
Huh. Never done this stretch before. Huh, I like that.
Bring your neck back up and stretch in the opposite direction
Depends
as
on the
well.
level of care provided on the trip.
Stretch
Yeah.
slowly. Don't overdo it.
If EMT has to like administer anything, or I think like $1,200 is a reasonable base charge if they just load you in the car and drive you.
Bring yourself back slowly. Spread
As
your
a
feet.
future doctor, I don't want a
Raise both
system where my
hands
workload
and
increases
hold
and I
your
get
left
compensated
wrist.
less personally.
While
Well,
pulling
why are you
your
becoming a
wrist,
doctor?
tilt to
I
the
don't recall the
right.
Hippocratic Oath
Stretch
saying a
your
whole
side.
lot about making 7 figures a year. I'm not working that hard. But yes,
Return
America
to
wouldn't be
your
America if people didn't vote for their own
hands
personal
and bend
interests
the
all the
other
time,
way.
right? But I get you.
Stretch slowly.
Nobody wants to work harder for less money. I think the idea is, it's not. So okay, think about it this way:
Bring yourself
making healthcare public isn't going to make more people sick. It's not going to create more injured people.
and your stretching is
And if you're arguing for the fact that you'd rather work less and have people be sick and just ignore it at home because they can't afford your care, you should really question why you're becoming a doctor. Like, sorry to lecture, but holy shit. If your theory is that public health care is going to bring sick people out of the woodwork, then what state of the world are we living in now that you're okay with? Which is that injured and sick people are just not getting care because they can't afford it. Man. But it's not going to manufacture more sick people. Those people are sick anyway. We're just burning a ton of money. At the end of it, school debt. I guess that's true. I mean, that's another predatory practice. And this is the problem. It's like people get butt fucked from like age 8 until they're dead in the United States, and it doesn't leave you with any options. So yeah, if you took on like $500,000 of school debt, that's another issue. How do I pay $500,000 of debt? Vote for a candidate that will forgive student loans. That's how you do it. You're already in a system that's tuning you to be predatory because they loaded you up with an assload of debt, and now you have to not give a shit about other people to pay off a debt you shouldn't have in the first place. Yeah, it's all cyclical. They try to get you in early, and everyone takes their bite. And by the end, there's nothing left. But yeah, the debt is a real issue. Sorry, I was overestimating. I think it's probably more like $100,000, maybe $250. I guess I really don't know how much 8 years of schooling would rack up these days. Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's the problem is it's just like it's stacked issue on top of stacked issue. I'm gonna say this again so you can see this about opioids. Nursing school teaches you that you always believe that the person's pain level and treat them within the confines of the doctor's orders. Nursing school and real life nursing isn't the same thing. Opioids have gotten so bad that I know nurses think people are lying about their pain when it's pretty clear they're hurting. Yeah, God. There's a lot of layered issues. Sounds like you're better off getting your education in another country. Pretty much. Yeah. Med school average debt is $400,000. Okay. See, that's scary. Like, we shouldn't. How did it become okay to saddle our caregivers with so much debt that all they care about is making that money back? How did that become okay? Blah. Blah. Anyway, it's all bullshit, man. Student loans is a whole other thing. To grab somebody at 18 and make them sign up for $200,000 of debt. just bullshit. Also, colleges suck ass. I'm just gonna say it. Like, the fact that they've been raising tuition by like 15% year over year for the past 20 years, it's exploitative. And the only thing politicians talk about is how liberal campuses are. Man, bullshit. Bullshit. Liberal my ass. If they were liberal, they wouldn't charge you 60 grand a year just to get taught by some professor who doesn't give a flying fuck. God. Blah, blah, blah. I remember when I was lucky enough, I saved up some money in high school. I was working all throughout college. I was hyper cheap through college, so I was actually able to make it through without debt. But man, I remember the commencement speech or whatever at my graduation, and then like Dean started going off about how I needed to be involved in the college, and I was like, man, you motherfucker, no. You got enough of my money, our business transaction is done, and I hate you. I'm never going to talk to you again. Anyway. Yeah. Alright, I think I got most of it out of my system. I'm sorry you're in that position, and I'm sorry to kind of like lecture on a high horse. I don't mean to do that. I've had a lot of very bad experiences with medical care in this country, and I get pretty heated about people who like try to talk about it like it's a good thing. My school deadass asked us when we would be donating during graduation. Oh my god. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm gonna go cool off in a toasty shower. Man, I apologize about lecturing. I try not to do that because I know that, you know, people don't need me yelling in their ear when they're just trying to hang out. You guys have enough problems on your plate already. All right, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go hit the showers, get increasingly swole, and I'll be back in a bit. No, stream is not over, VCM. It's just starting. Today, Catherine Full Body came out. Superliminal, which is like a puzzle game that plays with perspective. And then, yeah, there's this weird titty game, Pachi Pachi on a Roll. Dang, how do those suspenders even stay there? Maybe they're like taped or something. So, I'll be back in a second. See you guys soon. Oh, okay. I'm super cheap too, I only have 10K in debt, and I've been in college for 5 years. That's not so bad. You can probably pay that off pretty fast. But nobody should be in that position. Nobody should be in that position. Bleh. It's no wonder, man, in this country we make higher education so prohibitive. Are we really that shocked now that there are people who whole ass believe in like QAnon and stuff? Stuff has been coming for a while. Anyway. Did my webcam freeze? Oh no, there it goes. Whatever. Okay. I'll be back in a minute. See you guys soon.